Hey gameheads, it's evident that the game industry has tilted towards the online platform over the recent years. This makes offline games a little more treacherous to gather. However, that doesn't stop you from bringing you amazing offline games that will have you playing for hours. So let's get into the video, shall we? Starting off pretty simple with Zombotron Reboot, a nice looking platformer where you play as an explorer trapped in Zombotron, a zombie-filled planet. Vanquish zombies and evil robots as you traverse their abandoned mining planet. The game offers multiple weapons, an array of unique enemies, destructible environment, and even gamepad support. A reboot with revamped graphics, updated physics engines, and positive reviews, so it's worthy of checking out. Okay, next up is Praetor, a hack and slash medieval style roguelike that looks captivating. Yeah, in terms of graphics it's a bit lacking, but it makes up for that in the smooth looking combat filled with dozens of nimble looking movesets that's simply captivating. There are several biomes to explore, each bringing a unique set of enemies to battle, with many customs armors to purchase, further increasing your overall strength in the long run. It seems to be a tiny little project by a passionate team, and it's quite small in size and free to play, even though the UI design is a bit clunky and takes up a lot of screen space. Wasteland Story is next, an action side-scrolling RPG set in a post-apocalyptic world. You are tasked to survive a hostile nuclear fallout-tainted wasteland filled with all sorts of mutants and savages, all rendered in not-so-great pixel graphics. The action and combat look well made, like the previous game, with cool weapon effects and slow-mo action to really draw you in. Speaking of weapons, there seems to be quite a list, from pickup rifles to samurai swords and everything in between. Again, the graphics isn't the looker, but the gameplay is worthy of a try, and since it's also free with promised limited ads, I don't see a reason not to try it out. Next up is Mindustry. Mindustry is a factory building game with tower defense and RTS or real-time strategy elements. Create elaborate supply chains to feed armor to your turrets, produce materials to use for building and construct units. Command units to capture enemy bases and expand your production. Conquer the planets Sepulo and Erike as you advance through 35 handmade maps and 250 procedurally generated sectors. Yeah, there's a lot going on within the confines of the game, and the mix-up of genres, which is already interesting on their own, makes up for a game that is an easy 5-star rating on the Play Store. Next up is Cat Journey, an action platformer that follows the classic rescue mission plot. You play as a red cat on a fantasy-filled journey to rescue his kidnapped sister. It features colorful 2D graphics, simple mechanics, a variety of enemies, and even controller support, which is great because it does look like a Metroidvania with smooth-looking parkour and combat. Cat Journey is quite simple, but looks fun nonetheless. Okay, let's continue with Star Survivor, a 1 vs all roguelike, now involving huge intergalactic starships. You are tasked with fending off an endless procedurally generated waves of enemy ships and alien drones. With each kill, you obtain resources to upgrade your ship, selecting a mix of various builds, which consequently make you far stronger and longer lasting. There are several types of ships to start your run with, each having a playstyle that resonates with the player, bullet hell fun, and a sweet campaign mode. Yeah, we've recently had a tsunami of this genre take hold of the mobile community, but since it is often engaging, I have no issues with it yet. Down in the Bermuda is next. quite the colorful and relaxing puzzle adventure with gorgeous looking polygon graphics and a satisfying, wholesome yet adventurous vibe to it. An unnatural storm leaves an adventurous aviator stranded for decades within the infamous Bermuda, overcome creatures of the deep and unravel the secrets of the island in search of a way back home. A really interesting premise about perseverance that I find wholesome, with multiple levels of puzzles and mini games throughout the island to cement my bias. The gameplay looks intriguing, focusing greatly on puzzle solving while telling a great story, so I think it's worth checking out. Next up is Ebenezer and the Invincible World, a cool looking action platformer bathed in Metroidvania style gameplay with engaging and splendid looking boss fight, challenging platforming and crazy deep lore, all wrapped in a Christmas theme. Join Ebenezer Scrooge and a team of spectral allies as they battle to save London from the clutches of a wealthy industrialist, Caspar Malthus, and his militant private guard. With each ghost lending their unique abilities, explore the dark corners of London and uncover the sinister influence of the dark spirits and an army of unrepentant ghosts. Yeah, the gameplay looks absolutely fantastic and exhilarating, with multiple cool looking abilities and spells and a huge explorable map. And if this map is like any other Metroidvania I've played, it will house its fair share of secrets. Next up is MIWA The Sacred Fox, another interesting adventure platformer. You play as Shimanobu and Fox MIWA as she fights a growing darkness. It's been a while since I've seen a game with two protagonists on this mobile platform, and the game takes place in the mythical Japanese Hawaiian world, bringing elements of the two to tell quite the interesting story, all rendered in 2D pixel graphics. The gameplay is a platformer through and through, with double jumps, charge and dash controls. Pretty simplistic but fits the vibe really well, with the focus on puzzle solving that requires shifting in between the two main characters, the over 15 levels and enemies to play through, and a special game mode after completing the campaign. Little Nightmares Mobile is next. I've already talked about this game quite a lot, and it's insanely popular and definitely a well-made horror title, so why not spread the news even more? Little Nightmares follows the story of a girl named Six as she tries to escape from a massive ship known as the Maw. Guide her path as she avoids grotesque child-eating monsters, uncover the secret as to who she is and why she is so hungry, and get some good jump scares during the whole process. It's a banger of a game, bringing gorgeous graphics to get those blood pumping, mixed with a convoluted story, scary gameplay, and even controller support. Don't forget to check out other offline games videos on your screen at the moment, and with that, the list is over and done with. Which games are you gonna play? Let me know down in the comment section, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more. I'm out though.